I'm tempted to run, but I don't like to waste stamina in this game if I don't have to. Running is a luxury. I think the only other game I played where that's the case is, like seriously the case, is Hobo Tough Life, because if you waste too much stamina, you get tired sooner, and then there's a lot you just can't do. And you're more susceptible to cold, you're more susceptible to sick. That's probably not a game I'll do any videos of, just because it's one of those games where there's a lot of reading involved, because you got to talk to people. And I've had enough conversations with them that I'll just blaze through a lot of it, and that might not be what people want to see. So, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the conversations can get really funny. Once you unlock the troll skill, that's one of the ways that you can raise your morale in that game, is by insulting people. And it's just, some of the insults are just so savage. They are glorious. And sometimes the conversations themselves are just a little on the weird side. But it's an NPC conversation heavy game. And it's not like, for example, Ocarina of Time, where you're having to talk to get, story. There is a story, don't get me wrong, and you get, quests, and that kind of helps you understand the world a bit. But for the most part, you're just a homeless guy in the Czech Republic. And your talking is pretty much begging for, money and food. And that doesn't make for very interesting gameplay. Unless your Gray still plays. He somehow made it work, so... Like, I don't think I would be good at that, because I'd be too distracted by what's being said. I don't think I'd be able to focus on you guys as much. And it's just a game that requires a great deal of focus. It does have a really fun building mechanic, though. You get to kind of build your hobo shelter. And some people have built some really big ones. And I've been trying to do stuff like that, but, you gotta scrounge for the materials, and you can't always get the materials, and you gotta, upgrade your skills so you can get the materials, and it's just an endless cycle. And after a while, the game does become unplayable, because what you're supposed to do initially is, you gotta build your shelter and make sure you got enough supplies to survive the winter, which they call the calamity. You have this one day that's just a full snowstorm, everyone stays indoors. Oh crap, there goes my time. Well, you know what? I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll edit it in my software, because I'll have the time this week. Okay, welcome back. I actually went over my time in the last video by a few seconds, and I didn't realize it, because I was too busy yammering. So, I'm going to have to give my new editing software a try. That's the first time I've ever had to do that for this series. I've been trying to stay diligent with keeping these at my 30-minute cap. But, yeah. I went over because I was talking. So yeah, that's going to have to be how that one goes. And I'll see how that comes out. Because, I'm on vacation this week, so I'll have plenty of time to, sit at my computer and really play with it instead of having to take the time to de-stress. So that's what I'll do. That's what I will do. We are here. I just gotta watch out for the wolves. I don't know where you're at. There you are. And we're in.
I could eat a horse.
Okay. We have made it to a safe place. We are immediately warming up. And we'll be able to set stuff up. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video super short. Because, well, I don't like leaving my Long Dark videos like really short like this. I really don't. Because at first they started at 15 minutes. But like I really want to try to edit that last part out and include it into this video. So that I can make my, YouTube limit, because this is the first time I've ever gone over on the Long Dark, because I was wanting to use the aisle to kind of play around with the software so that I could so that I could have a better idea of what I was doing and then just edit highlights for this. But I guess I'm going to have to do that now, so I will go ahead and cut this one super short and figure out how to edit this edit the last like minute or so of the previous video into the first few minutes of this, and that way I can hopefully trim it and still make my YouTube cut, because I haven't had the chance to sit down and play with it because I've been busy at work, and then when I get home I need to de-stress. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll leave it here, and hopefully things will go well.